I've been plagued with thoughts lately. One of them is, why haven't I seen fidget spinners lining the walls of a Walmart? Where were all of the galaxy printed wheels with light up LEDs to satisfy my need for fidgeting and spinning? Were all these new hip fidget popping toys killing my ever so loved fidget spinner? And if all these things were true, where'd they go? I found myself digging through the perils of eBay, searching desperately for a sign of my mostly triangle-shaped friend. Turns out I can find them in bulk on eBay for pretty cheap. Glow-in-the-Dark and Batman was pretty fucking sick, actually. But what if I didn't want to wait days for shipping? What happened to the instant gratification of buying one of these guys off the shelf? Getting to pick through hundreds of these repeating designs and shapes, best in all the different smells of Walmart, finding one that suited my unique personality that was always super niche. And then it hit me. We'd go to where all these old toys died. Next to the Beanie Babies, Troll Dolls, old toothbrushes, Blonde Jesus, and these Mammy coin banks. Get out of the way, Mammy coin banks. Jesus Christ, these things weighed like 10 pounds. I was not ready for that. My arm was like straining. That's right. We're going to the flea market. We being me and Rocky. Here we are. Say hi to Rocky, everybody. Here they are, my beloved Fidget Spinners. All the different kinds I get to pick through with my grubby little paws. Now that I've got my goods, what should I do in an endless wonderland full of everybody else's personal belongings as far as the eye can see? Explore, of course. A flea market is a never-ending, chaotic world where time and money does not exist. The prices in a flea market will never make sense to us, and that is okay. We don't need them to. What we need is straight dopamine directed directly into us in the form of cheap and not so cheap grandma trinkets. It's like a garage sale on steroids where everyone's selling everything you can think of. Used marble? Got it. We keep it right here next to the used nail clippers. Haunted, stanky old suitcase? Right here. Thrift store bondage wear in the case. How about $25 of sand in a fancy jar? Boy, are you in the right place. No matter where you look, it's either a grandma's painstaking effort into an ugly craft or an old man's collection of screws and tools. And this gun, I guess. But this could just be a Missouri thing, okay? I'm just getting that out there now. That could just... Speaking of Missouri, every Missouri Mimo I've ever met themes her whole house. Like kitchen to like living room, it's all the same. Whether it's lifeless porcelain trinkets that haunt you for years, or maybe it's Raggedy Ann dolls that also haunt you for years. We got them here. We got them ready for the next Mimo to use. The other form of ever so present theme is the very clearly white people aimed Native American decorations. In almost every booth we went into, there is some form of dream catcher or tomahawk a peapod made in his garage and labeled Indian art for way too much money. Even for like a good craft, some of these asking prices were too high, but I mean, come on, this is literally just made out of garbage. It's garbage. And it's not just Native American art peapaws like to flex their craft skills on, because boy was there a lot of culturally themed handmade shit that just screamed, I will absolutely throw microaggressions at our waitress because they are some different ethnicity than I am. And I'm not talking handmade eons ago where there's some type of artifact. We're talking like last year some Mima made this. I'm not trying to be too crazy here, but we can't wood carve stereotypes of different races anymore and keep calling them good art. Maybe it was all the actual mammy art I had to pass in the booth next door to get to your Kenya man carving, but that just made the taste sour in my mouth. But let me remind you, we are in the heart of Missouri, and our specific area demographically isn't the most suited market for some of this stuff, to not be taken to I go to Cracker Barrel on the regular in a derogatory way kind of way, you know what I mean? But what do I know? I'm clearly reading into the element of things way too much here, and I'm overhyping the hate that exists in this region, even in the grown year of 2025, because I'm an ignorant leftist. Right? Right. My bad. Slip of the tongue there. You'd have thought I was greeting a crowd or something. One thing I truly think is ruining the flea market is AI resellers. That's right. Someone's aunt cracked the code on getting rich quick. Instead of Mary Kay, now it's just AI royalty animals in frames and on pillows. And some of it wasn't even good. It's like first gen AI garbage for like $40. If you're gonna take up all of the room for my $10 used soaps that I go to the flea market to see, it better be with something better than AI canvas art. I mean, come on, the full bush lady censored with tape booth was buried all the way in the back because all the AI art was taking up the big booth space. Tragic. We need out with the AI booths and we need in with the more real art booths. I get sucked into those every time. I love a good handcrafted craft. When it's you and not computer, everything computer. What booths I did not expect to find were all the hentai anime booths. I only recorded one of these because it was too much, and all of them kind of looked the same. And if I'm gonna be so honest, I just didn't know which ones were minors and which ones were not. They all look like minors to me. It's weird. Anyways, this booth was extra funny to me because of all the bareness, but it's also the Japanese cherry blossom scented lotion next to the Japanese English dictionaries that had me bent over laughing for a solid 2 minutes in a thrift store. The lone warm milk tea in this not plugged in cooler was also a nice touch. I love this part. This was also the only one with clear bags for the body pillows. The other ones were in like darker bags with like pictures of what anime girl it was supposed to be on the outside, and there were finger holes all over her freaking toes that he just taped over. People prying in. Oh, and there's this nice little sign letting you know that they were clean. Again, there were quite a few of these booths hitting the theme of just selling hentai or anime-themed things. A lot of them were definitely just drop-shipped items from Temu that they were selling, sometimes pretty cheap, but most of the time they were really high for just what you were getting. At the end of the day, there's nothing I would trade for getting crop-dusted by an old man in a flea market and holding my pee for way too long while admiring what the average Missourian has to offer me. From the marijuana grandmas to the wizard, alien, dragon, gnome, Bigfoot core grandmas, I guess. There is a Missouri Meemaw or weeaboo selling goods for you to gander at in the heart of Missouri. They're just often kinda iffy.